Good morning. Hold on. It's been a while since I've been recording. I made one for after July the 4th, and I'm editing it right now. I'm getting it ready to share on some platform. I'm not sure yet. But let's see. So what's been going on with me? The work continues. My training for my work, it continues, and I continue to work hard to get along with my teammates. And excuse me. And it's been quite a challenge for me, but it's brought about so much growth, really. And I was actually thinking this morning, this little voice started talking to me, but it was me, my higher self, and this present day self, conspiring together on the current adventure we've been in for quite some time now, and cultivating a new dream and goals to reach the dream, and things like that. So anyway, I was thinking, contemplating, and just reflecting on all that I've lived through in my life up until now. Like this is the culmination of my life, like where I'm at right now. And speaking to, it doesn't matter my future self, future generations, in my bloodline and those outside of my bloodline. It's been quite a journey. And I think the journey in this life for me really got interesting when I began to be conscious of so many things, like worlds within worlds, and exploring, and the option of exploring whichever world that opens up to me and presents itself to me to be explored, however way it manifests its consciousness to me. Be it a transmission from other dimensions, realities, and syncing up with them if I so choose or not. It's like if I choose this mission, and all it encompasses in order to bring about whatever reality, and the question is, where, once you make a choice, where do you spend your energies, your efforts, as you work towards those aspirations, working them out, wielding, yielding, cultivating a way, to get there. And then once you're there, what? Once you get to that plateau of the culmination of all your efforts, And so I feel like I'm in a fractal of this truth, this revelation, this epiphany that has come to me and wants to express itself to the world through this vessel, and being an alchemist in many areas, I guess, in this world, but in alchemizing the dark into the light, and doing something positive with those energies going forward after the alchemizing has taken place. And again, standing at this plateau where things have just led up to where I am today in my growth, in my creation of myself, since I became conscious that I am creating. I am a creator of this reality, and how I move and yield and wield the energies, as an alchemist. Just thinking, I wouldn't know how to do the things that I do and work the magic that I work if it wasn't for dealing with the darkness in the way that I have, and others, working alongside people that are living in their karmic shit state, and just having to deal with their energies as they deal with their karma shit, that isn't good. They're not in the good. They're not on the upside. They're in hell. It's a hell that they live in. And forget co-creating with them. Like, I don't want to mix my energy with theirs at all. My thought energy, I don't even want to put any thought into these vessels that house unresolved karma. They're living in debt to karma, but and the universe seems to be working against them. It's like they're going against a resistance. Oh my God. But anyway, dealing with this revelation, and this in these people, and at the same time working towards keeping my heart undiluted. I don't know, what's the word? Keeping my heart clean and pure after as an empath, having to process their shit or process it out of my energetic field, because naturally I am resistant to that. So when their energy meets my energy, it's like the magnets, that repel each other, right? That don't come together and stick in any way, because we're on different frequencies, right? So, here lately I've been hearing from so many people how good I am. Like, people are seeing the goodness in me just through my work, my actions, and they're giving me, these little compliments, and it's just made me think, what have I done to stand out to them in such a way that they would see this energy flowing through me, and they appreciate it being in their world, and merging and colliding with their creation, their world that they've created and cultivated up until this time, you know. And, you know, they tell me how the bad that they have to deal with, the dark side of these karmics around them, you know, and they tell me how I stand out from that, right? And it's effortless. It's just me being me, right? It's just me doing me and working to be me, and to resist them in a respectful manner, you know, to the best of my ability. With all that, I realized that my good would not shine the way that it does if it wasn't for the darkness in them, you know, that they're working through. And the airs that they carry that we have to contend with, you know, on whatever level, way, whatever the interaction. Oh my God, this is a can of worms. Trying to bring this thought to a close. But so just learning to sit in the contentment of that and be comfortable for me in that resistance to them and their peer pressure, to come in alignment and agreement with, you know, the misery loves company crowd, right? And I just don't want to be a part of that. I don't want that. I mean, I think that exists in my reality just to show me that I don't want that in my reality, you know? So, yeah. It's quite the lessons I have learned these past few years. I'm still in my PJs. I'm relaxing today. Been working hard, really hard. But anyway, I need to learn how to work smarter, not harder. That's my next challenge. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about.